Today, I'm hiking a section of the Arizona Trail, Passage 7, through rolling desert and open grasslands in southern Arizona. This is a quieter stretch of the trail, but one that really shows how vast and remote this landscape feels. To access this section of the Arizona Trail, you park along State Route 83 and walk nearly a mile down Lake Road before reaching the actual trail. There's a gate at the end of the road that you'll need to climb over, and for a short stretch, you're technically still on Passage 6 before officially stepping onto Passage 7. It's a little confusing at first, but once you're on the trail, it's straightforward. I am here today starting off my big project. I'm going to be section hiking the entire Arizona Trail. It's going to take me several years to accomplish this, but I know I will. You will see me hiking a section of the Arizona Trail every month. I decided to start with passages 1 through 15, mostly because I've hiked so much around the Phoenix area and the northern part of Arizona. I just haven't gotten to explore this part much. Behind me, you can see twin tanks. Looks like a really good water source for thru hikers. Since I'm hiking this in segments, I brought my own water. We are now on Passage 7. This passage is a little under 14 miles. My plan is to do roughly 7 miles and then come back at another time to finish the passage. Once you're on Passage 7, the trail opens up quickly. Long views, gentle terrain, and a sense of space that feels very different from Arizona's busier trail systems. It's a big bird there. Looks like a raven. I think he's checking me out. Ravens are curious. I'm hiking the Arizona Trail in pieces throughout different seasons. Most of the time I will be hiking sections during the day like this, and then there will be other times where the section requires an overnight. So I'll be saving those sections for later. This part of the Arizona Trail doesn't really get talked about a whole lot, but there's a lot of beauty in this quiet, calm section. It's these wide open skies with mountains in the distance. It's really quite beautiful and it feels very local. I'm really excited about this project. I think it's going to be so fun. these long trails and the thru hikers that tackle them, I just think are so amazing. And I wish I could thru hike this trail, but family and work obligations just don't make that possible right now. So section hiking it is, I guess, the next best thing. My plan is to hike a portion of the trail at least once a month. So be on the lookout for monthly Arizona Trail videos. Passage 7 is a transition zone. It transitions between desert and mountains. This area has a lot of scrubby bushes, prickly pears, ocotillos. We're not going to see the massive saguaros here. This is in the foothill section of all these mountains. This section is pretty flat and easy. It's a nice way to ease into this project. This area in Arizona actually has quite a few wineries. And my plan today is, after this hike, to go check one out. So be on the lookout for that. We are walking through the Santa Rita foothills here on Passage 7. Over in that direction is the Rincon Mountains, and that's where the Saguaro National Park is. The Arizona Trail will eventually cross through there. I believe it's Passage 9 goes through Saguaro National Park. The highest peak over there is Mica Mountain. And then we are walking through the Santa Rita foothills currently. It's a nice, really chill, relaxing hike, just rolling foothills this entire way. In the distance there, you can see Vail, Arizona. And again, there's the Rincon Mountains, Saguaro National Park area. This is the Sahuarita Trailhead. It's about midway on the Arizona Trail Passage 7. This is where I'm going to be stopping today, and this is where I'll be picking back up when I come back to finish Passage 7. The trailhead here has a much better parking lot than where I parked. I basically just pulled off the side of the road. So hopefully my car's okay when I get back to it. There's no restrooms on either side, so keep that in mind. There is cell phone service the entire time. The one water source that I saw, anyway, was at that tank at the southernmost part of Passage 7. I think it was called Twin Tanks. This section of the trail, very easy. I know that won't be the norm, so I'll take it while I can. I didn't notice this on my way to the end of the trail, but coming back, there's a mountain way off in the distance, and it looks like there's snow on it. And I can't say for sure, but I think it might be Mount Wrightson, but I'm unsure, so I'll have to look that up. It's crazy to think there's snow nearby because it's well into the 80s right now down here. I've hiked so much in the Phoenix area and the Sedona and Flagstaff area, but I just don't really know a whole lot about this portion of Arizona quite yet. But I will soon, so I'm gonna be spending a lot of time down here. We are back at that tank at the beginning of the trail, and I see that there's some people over here. Wonder what they're up to. This was the only water source I came across on this portion of Passage 7. This is where I will be getting off the Arizona Trail to get on this road to get back to my car. It's called Lake Road. I've made it back to my car. Looks like it'll be just about 15 and a half miles today. Easy hiking. So 15 miles of 1,600. Someday I'll look back at my first episode and I think this is pretty cool. After the hike, I headed over to Charron Winery to treat myself to a peach Bellini slushie. I sat outside in the shade, took in the vineyard views, and even got to pet a St. Bernard. Honestly, it was a perfect way to end the day. On the drive home, I started thinking about what's coming next. Next week, I'm beginning a new ongoing series called Seasons in Arizona. I'll focus on 4 of my favorite trails and how they change throughout the year. When I decided to move to Arizona, the number one thing people always said was, I could never live there, I'd miss the seasons. But Arizona does have seasons. They just look a little different. That's what the series is about, showing the variety, color, and change you can find here if you know where to look.